Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Arifah Damia binti Azuni from BA111 5G, and today I will be presenting an international business issue, which is cultural misunderstanding in international business. So, in international business, companies operate across different countries that have different cultures, values, communication styles, and ways of doing business. So, when companies fail to understand these differences, it often leads to miscommunication, conflict, and also unsuccessful business operations. For this issue is current and relevant, especially as more multinational companies expand globally. Next, the article that I used to discuss this issue is titled Cultivating Harmony Across Border, Chinese Culture Values and Corporate Communication in Global Context. So, this article discusses how Chinese multinational companies face communication and management problems when operating in foreign countries because of cultural differences between Chinese managers and also local employees or partners. Other than that, the article highlights that cultural misunderstanding can negatively affect business relationships, teamwork, and also decisions making. You can see the link for the article in the description below. In summary, the main issue discussed in article is cultural misunderstanding caused by differences in communication styles, values, and workplace behavior. So, the article explains that Chinese companies often use indirect and relationship-based communication, while many foreign countries prefer direct and explicit communication. So, because of these differences, messages are misunderstood, trust becomes weak, and cooperation becomes difficult. In simple words, what is considered polite or normal in one culture may be confusing or wrong in another culture. Moving on to the factors contributing to the issue. There are several factors that contribute to cultural misunderstanding in international business. First one is language differences. Even when English is used, meanings can be misunderstood because words and expression differ across cultures. Next, communication style. High context cultures rely more on non-verbal cues and relationships, while low context cultures prefer direct communication. Different values and attitudes. For this one, different cultures have different views on authority and hierarchy, time management, and also decision-making process. Lastly, self-reference criterion. Managers assume that their own culture practices are the best and apply them in foreign countries without adaptation. Next, I will explain the effects of the issue. Economic effects: business inefficiency, increased operational costs, failed investment, and partnership. Next, the effects on international business will lead to poor communication between managers and employees, failed negotiations and joint ventures. And lastly, weak trust between international partners. Moving on to the social effects, it will affect on workplace conflicts, lead to low employee morale and cultural tension between local and foreign staff. Next, cultural and political effects. It will lead to negative image of foreign companies, cultural offense that may affect public acceptance, and overall, cultural misunderstanding can seriously harm business performance and long-term success. Moving on to recommended solutions. So, to handle these issues, companies should provide cross-cultural training. First, they can educate managers and employees about local cultures, values, and communication style. The companies also can adapt business practices by modifying management style, leadership approach, and communication to suit the host country. And lastly, The companies should improve language and communication. They need to use clear language, translators, and maybe cultural appropriate communication methods. So, in conclusion, cultural misunderstanding is a major issue in international business because culture strongly influences how people communicate, work, and make decisions. Other than that, the article clearly shows that failure to understand cultural differences can lead to serious business problems.